Okay, so we're going to be taking a look at the Mabinogi Eternity project, but we're not going to be looking at it on the NA site, we're going to look at it on the Korean website, because the Korean website has more information, so let's hop over there real quick. So on the main official Korean Mabinogi website, right down here you can see Mabinogi Eternity project, let's click on that. Then we click on the Mabinogi logo in the center. And there is a lot of stuff to read here. I think it's better if we go to development history. This is everything listed. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories to look at. So this will give us more information and a few more screenshots than what we've seen before on the NA site. So let's take a look at this one first. Taking the first steps in the news of Eternity. As many Militians have been waiting for, we have opened a space exclusively for the Eternity project. I hope they do something like this for the NA site as well, but for now there's only one on Korea for it, which will deliver exciting news in the future. As I'm about to deliver news to Militians in a new space rather than the developer notes or website announcements, it feels a little different. And I'm nervous all over again. Here we will conveniently report issues, concerns, and development news that our Mabinogi team has encountered while working on the Eternity project. We want to give you the feeling that we are continuing to develop with Militians over a long period of time. Of course, depending on the speed or progress of development, it may be difficult to provide news more frequently than expected. Nevertheless, we will strive to provide consistent news in the future so that it can be a space that makes waiting exciting. As this is the first story told by Militians in this space, I would like to briefly explain the current status and direction of the Eternity project. So, classic but classy. Okay, personally I feel a little awkward, but this sentence encapsulates the direction of the Eternity project. This is a slogan that was actually presented internally from the beginning of the Eternity project, so that it would not be forgotten during the development process and everyone on the Mabinogi team could remember it. I believe that the basis of Mabinogi that Militians who come to Mabinogi expect is a fantasy life. And fantasy life refers to all activities that allow you to immerse yourself in the world of Erin. And ultimately rebuilding it will be the core process of the Eternity project. In the end, the goal is to continue the direction Mabinogi originally intended to go from the beginning, and to achieve this, Mabinogi must inherit its classic identity. However, we want to create a sophisticated appearance so that we can present an unrivaled charm compared to any other game. So yeah, we still want Mabinogi to look and feel the same, but we do need to update and move to Unreal Engine. So I'm glad they're keeping in mind that Mabinogi has a very unique look and a very unique identity, and they're trying to replicate that in a way that everyone feels comfortable with. So, current status of the project. So you may be wondering how much progress is being made. A lot of people are wondering that, both in the NA and in Korea. The Eternity project is currently in the prototyping process. However, since it is a redesigned and inherited form of a live game, it is very different from developing a new game. As a result, the purely physical volume is very large. It is difficult to say exactly what progress is being made. However, the Eternity project is going through, or must go through, the following process. We are planning to redesign the server structure and logic into a more stable form. All content as well as Mabinogi's basic movement would have to be recreated in the new engine. In the process, we plan to transfer and improve all data and scripts by renewing them in a better way. Every world and many of its components must be upgraded or rebuilt as they are moved to the new environment. Although this is an old game, there are original drawings and plans that have been lost in this process. While drawing and reproducing a new picture, you must create a new proposal for any content that needs to be modified to match the latest grammar. In addition to this, there are numerous other areas that need to be worked on to prepare Mabinogi for its new environment. In order to complete all this within a reasonable time and present good performance, I think we need to make bold choices, such as excluding infrequently used resources or content. We will explain the development process step by step and share our concerns. With this direction in mind, our Mabinogi team is working with a lot of worry on one hand and excitement and fun on the other. And in the future, we will use this space to tell various stories and be with Militians through the Eternity updates. So I thought about various ways to show the process. To enable this process to be developed together, we ask questions about what issues each person in charge of is actually experiencing and what concerns they are having. I thought it would be better to tell a more direct story about the development. However, not all people in charge, including me, have talent for writing, so they may be poor at writing. I'm a little worried that it may not always be interesting. Nevertheless, the sincere wish to create a permanent world of Aaron is. I wanted to go through this process together because I don't think there's much difference between us and Militians. We expect to be able to tell a wide range of stories by trying more diverse things in the future. Mabinogi Eternity is a fantasy life we create together. So this is why I like the new Korean director. Like, he's saying that not all of their posts will be super exciting to read about, because a lot of it is just boring technical stuff. But he wants to be very honest with the player base, and that is really good. So I really appreciate that they're choosing to be direct with their players about what's going on. So I decided to break this video down into 3 different parts, mostly because there's just so much information to go over. But we are having a look at the Mabinogi Eternity page on the Korean website. And this is because there's a lot more information about this on the Korean site than there is on the NA site. So watch part 1 if you want to see, like, where we talked about this, taking the first step in the news of Eternity. And next we're going to look at Omniscient Art Perspective. Hello, I am Safety Director Raccoon, in charge of the art side of the Mabinogi Eternity project. When engine replacement discussions first started, I thought engine replacement work would be carried out at headquarters level. Before we knew it, at the 23 Summer Fantasy Party, we finally announced a replacement, so the Unreal Engine replacement. We thought that the replacement for Unreal should start with Neo. While producing Neo, I kept asking myself if the first impression of her that everyone had in their hearts was correct. While making the Neo launching video, how many times did you screen the short video in the development room? Modifications continued until late the previous day, but no one in the development room gave good feedback. Because Militians felt this way when they first met Neo in the Soul Stream, the first impressions and feelings and current longing are all different. We dared to say this is enough. This is because it could not be declared. However, we are very excited and happy about this work, and we have been providing. In the world of Aaron, it was not felt due to the limitations of the Pleon engine. We are waiting for the day when we can find immersion and vitality together. Mabinogi is now approaching its 20th anniversary, because it's been around for 20 years in Korea. It is truly an honor to be on this journey with Militians. So, finding the Aaron we want. We already saw most of this post on the NA announcement, Mabinogi Eternity Project, finding the Aaron we dream of. So that's most of this information here. You can see, like, this is mostly what we just saw. So we'll be skipping over this. I'm not going to read all this. Check out the NA site or check out the Korean site and read all about it if you want to go over the information and compare the differences. And next we'll take a look at, let's start with Neo. So this is from a character modeler for the Eternity Project. In early 2023, an engine replacement task force was proposed and the foundation work was being diligently done. One peaceful day I heard this story during a meeting. Let's start with Neo first. I heard about the renewal of Neo, the representative NPC of Mabinogi, and along with the news of Neo's renewal, you will also hear about the difficulties that previous Neo workers experienced. This is a legendary story that cannot be fully written here, so the tension was high even before it started. Neo has an expression that seems both kind and sad, yet unknown. Neo's basic design is also burdensome. How shall I express it? Also, how much modeling specifications should be taken from Unreal Engine? Whether there are expression methods that need to be improved, and how much of the parts that could not be expressed due to the engine's limitations. So here you can see what Neo looks like in Leon Engine, and over here you can see what she looks like in Unreal Engine on the right. Personally, I think they did a really good job remaking Neo in Unreal Engine. Eternity's Neo original drawing drawn in the direction of renewal. The initial look was a mess, but as we received customized feedback, we gradually approached the unknown character Neo. In those cases, I put the two Neos side by side and worked on matching the images. I think this section played an important role in helping Militians accept this work as Neo. Yeah, I think they did a great job with Neo. Like, I know it's really hard to create a lot of these characters that we care about, and I know it's hard to, like, recreate the world of Aaron, because, like, none of us really want the world of Aaron to change, or the characters to change that much. We still want it to look and feel the same. And I get that that's not an easy task to ask the developers to do. that are working on this Unreal project. Posing where you can feel the wind, so this looks really cool. I posed, went through revision after revision, and even right before completion, I continued to worry about how much I could make Neo smile. What kind of smile would you like from Eternity to give you? In situations where you have no choice but to be cautious about any expression, morph work, facial expression work is done. The Neo is smiling. At first, I kept the smile small, but my thoughts came together to express Neo's feelings more clearly so that they could be conveyed to the Militians. I was so careful about making Neo smile that I even remember separately requesting guidance from the art director. This Neo, who smiled brightly for a moment during the work process. There were many difficult moments while working, but now I am full of gratitude. Although every day is still a struggle, I will work hard until the day I meet all Militians. So yeah, this is a huge challenge for the development team to make the game look and feel good. Like, they're under a lot of stress about this, and because it is a very difficult thing to do. But overall, I think they're doing a really good job with it. So today we'll be looking at a part that was shown in the Korean Fantasy Party for Mabinogi. We'll be looking at character creation in Unreal Engine 5. And we have English closed captioning. There's the login. So they played this live on stream. Here's the new character select screen. This looks pretty cool.
안녕하세요, 밀레시안 여러분. 마비노기 총괄 디렉터 민경훈입니다. 이번 이터니티의 소식의 시작을 제가 직접 보여드리고 싶었습니다. 그래서 캐릭터 생성 과정을 제가 직접 좀 보여드리려고.
So the director is going to show us the character creation process for Unreal.
업데이트 후에 실제로 만나보실 모습은 지금과는 조금 다를 수 있는데 지금 현재 저희가 구현해 놓은 모습을 천천히 보여드리도록 하겠습니다. 네, 이렇게 하나씩 선택할 수 있고요. 세 캐릭터를 선택해 보겠습니다. 네, 이 의상은 처음 보시는 의상이죠. 이터니티 버전으로.
This is the first time you've seen this costume, newly created in Eternity version. This is the newbie wear, okay.
전에 잠깐 소개해드린 것처럼 이런 형태.
A while ago, yes, as I briefly introduced, this is now.
신발도 이제 구현해 볼 수 있고요.
Now let's implement pretty shoes in the shape of.
일단은 남캐를 한번 잠깐 보여드릴게요.
Okay, first the male character. So yeah, you can pick the male character's age. And this shows you like the stats. Because the stats are like slightly different.
이렇게 당연히 나이도 이렇게 고를 수 있고요. 네, 능력치는 신경 쓰지 않으셔도 됩니다. 임시 수치로 넣어둔 거예요. 네.
So it looks like over here we have like a couple of different like starting outfit options. So like this is the newbie wear over here, and it looks like you can pick like one of these other 3 outfits to start with. So far this looks really good.
네, 얼굴도 이렇게 이거 이따가 조금 이따가 자세히 보여드릴 텐데 이제 남캐 헤어들은 지금 일단 반영해 놓은 건 이 정도고요. 여러 가지 익숙하신 헤어들이
Couple
있죠.
of the different male hairstyles.
네, 이런 헤어도 있고, 네, 그리고 당연히 이렇게 네, 색상도 선택할 수 있습니다.
And the different colors.
네, 일단 다시 돌아가서 네, 여성캐로 선택을 해보겠습니다.
And you can notice, like here, you can see some of the hair clipping through her outfit. So it's a lot easier to notice, like, the hair clipping through the outfits on the female character, because she has, like, longer hair. And the longer hair options typically, like, clip through the outfits more.
네. 예쁘죠? 예쁜 건
Yeah, you can see it like better up close. You can see how it's like cutting into the shirt and stuff. But it looked a lot better in game. That might just be like a character creation thing. Like when I saw like the in-game footage that's later, it looked a lot better and a lot less noticeable.
가까이서 봐야 됩니다. 이렇게 가까이서 보시면 이 디테일이 좀 보이실 것 같아요. 이렇게 의상도 이런 식으로 디테일하게 표현해서 네, 구현을 해볼 수가 있고요. 피부 색상도 이렇게 선택한 대로 바로 잘
And different skin tones. That's cool.
네.
That one's cool too.
이런 모습도 그렇고 다양한 모습을 볼 수 있고 네, 저는 개인적으로 좋아하는 연한 복숭아 빛을 선택하겠습니다. 이 헤어도 이렇게 반영이 되는데 아마 지금 잘 아시는 헤어들이 있을 거예요. 아시는 헤어들이 있고 그렇죠. 이 헤어는 좀 이따가 다시 보실 수 있을 것 같은데 저는
Okay, this hairstyle doesn't clip through the outfit at all. So that's good. Because, like, the hair that hangs off to the sides here in the front, like, that's far enough away from the outfit that doesn't clip into it. And, like, the ponytail in the back goes out far enough to the point where it doesn't, like, clip into the back of the character at all.
죄송합니다. 제 취향대로 일단 선택을 해보겠습니다. 그리고 눈도 지금은 이 정도로 반영이 돼 있고요. 눈도 아마
Couple of different options for eyes.
네, 이 눈으로 선택을 하겠습니다. 아, 제가 헤어 색상을 안 정했네요. 제가 그 블루 계열을 좋아해서 여기 제
Changing the hair color?
명확하게 있지는 않은데 네, 다른 의도는 없습니다. 이 블루를 선택을 하겠습니다. 그리고 눈도 맞춰야죠. 네, 이렇게 맞추겠습니다. 그리고 입은
Yeah,
지금은
changing the hair and eye color.
있고요. 그리고 장식이랑 화장도 있는데 네, 이 부분은 네, 나중에 또 보여드릴 기회가 있을 것 같습니다.
There are decorations and makeup too, so you can use that.
네, 이런 프리셋들을 확인하면
Yeah, and here's some of the different like starting outfits. Now he's going through like those options. This one goes really well with the blue hair.
하실 수가 있습니다. 네, 이렇게 있고요. 이거 이렇게 가까이서 보시면 좀 재질감이 좀 다르죠? 네, 이런 의상도 있고, 그리고 왠지 궁수한테 어울릴 것 같은 네, 이런 의상도 있고요. 네, 이런 의상도 있습니다. 네,
Yeah, this one looks pretty cool. Looks like an outfit that maybe like a priest or a healer would wear, like a priestess or a healer. Or a mage.
이제 본격적으로 한번 떠나보겠습니다.
They're laughing because the name was taken when he tried to name the character.
네. 서버는 지금 유튜브 하나만 반영을 해둔 거니까 혹시나
The server currently only reflects one loot. They might be talking about like loot server. Since I've already done it, maybe other than loot, I hope the servers aren't upset. Okay, so he's gonna create the character. The owl looks pretty cool too.
어떠세요? 밀레시안과 에린을 연결해줄 조금 새로운 모습의 소울 스트림입니다.
The soul stream looks pretty good. I like how they added some color to like this part where you walk around. Like there's some blue, some gold, and maybe some like blue and purple more in the center where now is.
네, 여기 계신 분들은 너무 잘 아시다시피 마비노기에서 의미 깊은 장소잖아요. 네, 그래서 좀 더 가슴에 남을 만한 모습으로 변화를 시도해보고 있습니다. 우리 나오가 쳐다보네요. 네, 아이고 죄송합니다. 제가 지금 손이 떨리고 있어요.
These dialogue options on the side are pretty cool. Like, I like the way the boxes look for text and everything. So far, this looks pretty good as far as the interface goes. For like chatting with an NPC.
네, 뭐 하나하나 말을 걸어보고 싶지만 지금 이제 보여드릴 게 좀 더 있기 때문에 에린으로 바로 가겠습니다. 네. 다음에 또 만나요.
And now she's gonna send us to Aaron. Wait, let's go back just a little bit. This was just a brief moment, but it looks like this would be like the loading screen. That might change, like before it comes out. This is just a test play that they're going through. But this is simple, it looks nice. Wouldn't mind if that was the main, like, loading screen. And then they finally get into game. And you can see that there are like a couple other characters out here. These might be members of the development team that are like working on it. Or it could be some sort of closed beta in Korea. Either way, I think it's a good thing that they're like stress testing it. But yeah, we'll look at the gameplay and cover that in another video. But that's the character creation. And so far, I think it's pretty good. The Connous Beach event is finally here. Alright. Let's get started on this. Wow, I literally, when I quit the game yesterday, I quit like right in front of where we register for the event. Okay, use main character. Let's take a look at the vacation shop. I don't think there's any way to get yacht chairs this time. You can't buy them directly, and I don't believe they're in the vacation box. Pretty sure the tropical resort wear is old. Oh, what's the idle animation for this actually? Hang on, I gotta take off my coffee cup to see that. Oh cool, I have a squirt gun. And this is the oh, maybe this outfit is new. Maybe it's just a different... Ah. Well, there are two outfits you can get from the special shop. How do the sandals look? I guess the sandals look kind of works for Xanafiedlion. And the good news is that these outfits are fully tradable, so that's good. I'm glad we're getting some outfits, some event outfits that can actually be moved around and sold and whatever. Because a lot of the recent event outfits have been untradeable or have like a one-time trade thing or some stupid crap like that. Oh wait, you can still buy the yacht chair. Okay, it's still here. I didn't see it when I was looking over the post. I must have just went past it. So the wonderful yacht chairs are still here. It's actually funny in like Kart Rider Rush Plus or whatever, the mobile Kart Rider game, there is actually like a new like inner tube unicorn racer thing that's used for like item races. It's a really annoying kart to race up against. I don't have one, but like it's a really annoying kart to race against in item races. So this unicorn tube is just kind of reminding me of that. And you can't preview chairs in the event shop, but you can preview them in the auction house. So if you want to see what the yacht chair looks like, then you can look around like a populated town like Dumbarton, or just preview in the auction house. And there's a repurchase, okay. What does the totem do? Critical rate. I probably won't go for the totem. I know that cat event that has like all these cat themed totems is coming back because it came back in like South Korea recently. So I'll get totems from that one. Daily Shadow Mission. I think VIP shadow missions also count for that. Okay, let's go to Tara. Oh, and I need to do an Ulad dungeon today. Okay. For the point quest stuff. Oh right, I'm gonna need some passes. Let's get some items. Random. There's one. Nice, we have like 3 passes. Okay, let's toss all that. So if you're doing the quest A Shady Vacation Spot for the Connous speech events, where you have to clear a shadow mission, you can do today's shadow mission, or you can do a VIP shadow mission. VIP shadow missions will work if you have VIP service, and since Nexon gave out a bunch of free VIP to everyone in Mabinogi, this should still be an option for anyone that's playing. I think they gave out like 90 days of VIP. And you can still see that the VIP Shadow Mission Sniper War counted for the quest. So players should have 4 Shadow Mission options instead of 2, because you get the quest twice. Welcome in, Otaku. What's the main shadow mission here? Other alchemists? I could do that one, but what's the one in Tailton? Oops, wrong button. I'm not doing Doran's request. What's the VIP mission over there? Let's go find out. If the VIP mission over here sucks, I'll just do the other alchemists. I don't really remember this shadow mission. It might be a really short one. Or it's the one where we're in the circle the entire time. Yeah, it's this one, okay. Well, it's probably still shorter than other alchemists. Alright, done with that. Hooray for VIP missions. Okay, where's the other character I need to talk to? I think he's over here. Crap, I messed that one up. There we go. Oops, nope. Messed that one up. Okay, I should have made that one, I didn't. Made a mistake there. I forget what we can use this stuff for again. I think we can exchange them for these, like, carts if you save up enough of them, because I did that one time. But that was probably over 8 years ago. At least 6 years ago. Oh, so these are just free XP. Okay. I'm not really after the food carts this time. I know you can like exchange them for like some kind of reward. But maybe what I'll do is maybe I'll save these and hope that Fury Fighter comes out like before these expire. And then I could use these to boost my levels up a bunch and get progress on Fury Fighter. So maybe I'll save them up. Oh wait, he had one more game, didn't he? He had the Smack-a-Rat game. Watch out. Don't want to hit those ones holding the bombs. Let's do this one next. Crap, wrong one. Got it. Okay, this one's an easy one. That one was really easy. I don't think I have enough time to make this one. Wow, these are going fast now. Hey, I got it. Got 8 of them. I think you only need to like make one cake to pass though. Oh, this memory match is a little bit different than the one in the minigames menu. Like the items in it are different. Wait, didn't I see that one over here recently? Yeah. I know I saw that one. Okay, and then... Easy. And what games do you have? Puzzle. It's been a while since I've done these puzzles, so it might take me a little bit. Try that.
Wait, that's actually in the... Okay, pull that here, for that here. There we go. So yeah, I think you can get 4 of these a day. And then... Wait, how do we combine them? 'Cause I already stacked them. Oh, okay, like that. So let's make some grade 2 pieces. Oh, and these ones just combined automatically when I stacked them into a grade 3. So if I get one here for the bingo event or here, I'll finally get the first bingo. I think those are the spots I would need to get one to get a bingo. Nope, not yet. Another day. I forget when this ends. Kind of wish they would put that up here, but that's okay. Well, I think the only thing left is I have to do that dungeon for that quest. And I also want to take another Dan test for the Bash skill. Let's do that next. I'm going to take Bash up to Dan 3. I passed the first Dan 3 test for that yesterday. So we'll just get that out of the way, then I'll do my vet dungeon. Yeah, I mean, there's charge for combat, and then I could work on lance charge. Those are pretty much the only two combat skills I have left. I can't really work on magnum shot or ranged shot because I'm a giant. Unless they change that soon. I keep hearing rumors that there's some plan to do something about that balance issue. I'm not sure what it is, but maybe we'll get some clarification about that tomorrow when the fantasy party happens. Okay, all I need is Bash and Crisis Escape, because never hurts to use that skill in a Dan test. SS rank. These heavy gargoyles are the only ones that even made it slightly challenging the first time I took the Dan 3 test yesterday. And they were even easier this time. It's kind of good to run away, like after you hit while you're waiting for the skill to cool down, because that way if they attack you have a little distance there. Let's grab these wisps first. If I stay too close, they'll attack me while I'm waiting for the cooldown. These swords don't do anything. That's why I saved them for last. Because, like, they're charging up, but they're not attacking. The wisps are a little bit more ambitious. Done. So Bash is now Dan 3. That really just leaves charge and lance charge then for like combat skills to Dan rank. Close combat skills. Alright, let's go find out what the vet dungeon is and do that. Unless it's Piaka dungeon. If it's that one, I'm not doing it. That'll be... Yeah, that won't be too difficult. So let's put this over here, and then dual guns, and I'll switch to Arsenal Gunner. Pull up the status effect details. And let's have these two pick up gold today. Get a little speed buff. There's a little room up here. Now for the big spider, which I believe can actually knock me down, so... Iron Will, and he can't do that anymore. Done. In a little under 15 minutes. Unlimited veteran foamer pass. Okay. Sure. Spirit gems, ruby. I guess I'll take those potions too. And yeah, maybe I'll take those smoldering thread. I don't know how close the Arcana are, but I hope it's soon. Okay, now we have our next week's quests, so... That's not too difficult. At least I like Brundle dungeons, so that's good. Defeat 70 monsters. Still pretty easy. We'll get most of the shadow missions done tomorrow because I'll have to do excuse me, I had a little cough there. I'll have to do 2 shadow missions anyway tomorrow, so I'll just do those on Elite for the beach event. So yeah, it'll be no problem getting that weekly done. And then 7 dungeons. Oh, okay, wow, sure. I wonder if Abyss dungeons count. Probably not. I wonder if Castle dungeons count. They're technically in Ulad. Probably not. I might try that though, like once, just to see if they actually count or something different. I think I'm gonna use these 3 seals on glyph writing things. Did I ever finish my pet stuff? I guess I did. Wow. Wait, so that means I should be a master pet trainer, right? Is that right? Champion. Oh, I don't have the bead burnishing skill. That's what it is. Okay, I see. That's what I'm missing. Oh geez, that's gonna be fun. Any astrologer skills I still need to work on? No, that's pretty much rank 1, okay. Doing the fate stuff. I don't think evasion goes any higher than... Wait, does it? I think it's capped at rank 6. Unless they changed that, I'd have to look it up. It used to be capped. Well, I'll think about it. It's not like these expire, so I can save them up and do something with them later.
욕한 지 오래됐다. 아, 찝찝해.
Let's get a pass and do coil. I want to try getting more XP on charge, and I think if I fight the sprites, like the lightning sprites, fireball ones, the ice ones that fire all that bolt magic at me, like if I get a room full of those guys, I'll be able to just spam charge a whole bunch and hopefully level it up a little bit faster. I want to try that today. Let's get an intermediate one for Coil, because Coil doesn't have an advanced. 48k, that's a lot of gold. Oh, in first room there's already a lot of these guys in here. There we go, that time we got a bunch of XP on it. Oh wait, but not towards those two things. Maybe the ice sprite will make a good training partner. No? Not quite. Maybe it wants me to use charge with the shield. Because giants are the only ones that can use charge without a shield. Didn't think about that. Let me try that. Come on, charge up those lightning bolts. Get rid of all the enemies that won't help me, so... Get rid of those guys. I was pretty close, but didn't do anything. Jeez, how do you block an attack with that? Or even attempt to do it? Okay, let's figure it out. I'm gonna search up... I'm gonna search the wiki. I'm gonna search for the skill. Let's take a look here. Oh wait, wrong skill. I'm looking at bash. Maybe looking at charge. Lance charge contributes to attempts to block a long-ranged attack. Okay, so that counts. I could do lance charge too. I'm not sure if that's any easier. Maybe Sniper War would be a good one. They have archers behind barrier spikes. I did try those Hobgoblin Bowmen in the Lapa area in Idia, but that wasn't really doing it. Okay, I'm gonna try something else. We're gonna try Sniper War. That's a good idea about trying to charge enemies behind barrier spikes. I didn't even think of that. I'll keep trying the normal charge skill for now. I might try Lance Charge if this one doesn't go well, but we'll see. I personally don't see how it makes a difference if you do it on like basic or elite these days. Elite shadow missions are so easy, they're not even a remote threat anymore. At least they'll have slightly more HP here. Okay, first I want to get his attention. Yeah, this is a good idea. Because the barrier spikes. There we go. Now it's working. Yeah, this guy's doing no damage at all. Okay, draw. Crap. The timing has to be really good. How far away can I be? Oops. Oh, I knocked him out. I guess I went through the barrier spikes there. I'm only interested in the ones behind the barrier spikes. Okay, let's get his attention. Hey! Aim at me, not at him. Perfect. Perfect. This is working, but the barrier spikes don't completely protect the enemies. Sometimes, maybe it's because my giant is so big, sometimes I'm going far enough through where I can actually hit them. But it is a lot better than the way I was doing it before. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now I have the archer's attention. There, it glitched. That was great. I was doing some charge over and over again. Okay, we finally have enough. Let's go take the Dan tests for this and see how that goes. It's been a while since I've used this sword and shield. Too bad that sword kind of clips through the shield there. More Dan tests. Combat. Charged M1. Okay, we're gonna do this the same way we did the one for Bash. We're gonna take all those off, and we'll just equip it on 6, and then put Crisis Escape on 9, and that'll be good. Oh, I see, this can refresh the cooldown. That's good. I need these guys off me, so it looks like only Crisis Escape. Ah, that's crap. Here, just get him. What are you doing? There we go. Okay, these fish are durable. It's easier than dealing with those little gremlins, though. Alright, there's stand 1. Yeah, the only tricky part was figuring out how to, like, block ranged attacks with it. But, I think Sniper War is pretty good for that. Because they have those barrier spikes. I'm gonna get the XP it needs and aim for Dan 2 today as well. We'll see how difficult the Dan 2 test is. I don't have any more of those passes left. Let's just do it on a hard mode then. Should be fine. Whoops, wrong skill. Okay, now. No? Crap. Maybe that arrow missed. Yeah, arrow must have missed because, like, he fired before I reached the barrier spikes. That one hit after. Crap. Part of it's timing, part of it is like hoping that they actually hit their target. There we go. No, a little too late there. How long does he hold that for? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he holds about 4 or 5 seconds. Crap, a little too late there. See, that should have... We should have blocked that one. Let's try it at one of the rows a little bit further ahead where there's like more of them, more arrows. Yeah, this is a good spot right here because my character gets stuck in the barrier spikes and keeps charging anyway. Well, wait, now I can't get out of the barrier spikes. I'm too far in there. But see, that happens, so this is a really good spot to train it. That goes on for like 5 seconds. And now we have the XP, so let's take these 2 extra advancement tickets. Use one of them. And we can go take the Dan 2 test for it. Alright, let's see how much more challenging this one is. Oh. Okay. Remove all that, I don't need those. Only 2 skills matter, Crisis Escape for moving aggro, and the skill itself that we're Dan ranking. Okay, I remember having an easier time with these fish than the gremlins. I think I need 9k points. With over 2.5 minutes to spare. Very nice. Okay, we'll definitely get this to Dan 2 today. And then I'll get the XP I need to Dan 3 it tomorrow. Assuming I can pass that test. So, one more run. Zoom out all the way. These gremlins are just annoying. Or these gargoyles. Just get him out of here. Just get which ones I can with charge and then get to the fish, because the fish are way easier. Maybe it's because they move slower or something. I have no idea. Oops. Like, once in a while I might need to use Crisis Escape, but overall, these guys aren't really a problem. That archer next. Or that one, doesn't matter, I guess. So this one took a little bit longer because I had to take care of those gremlins, but still pretty easy. Dan 2. Okay, we're gonna do sniper war on hard mode one more time to get the XP, and then I'll take that Dan 3 test during tomorrow's stream. I don't have any more attempts today. I'm gonna skip through the first few barriers and just go right to that one that I was having a real easy time with. It's the one right after this area. Wait, I need those barriers. Crap. That's fine, that'll work. This is the best spot to train it. Done. Okay, so now I can take the Dan 3 charge tests tomorrow. Sniper War worked out really well for that. So I think we'll wrap up the Mabinogi stream right around here for today. And tomorrow's stream we will work on more of the Master Plan quests and the Connous speech event stuff.